organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Headed your way on this Thursday edition of Daily Iowan TV, Candidate Chaos. Both presidential candidates are under fire following new reports. And later in the program, we take you inside the future of creativity.
We catch up with two dominant Iowa women's athletes.
And we also take a look at a family-inspired Iowa swimmer.
Your latest local and national news is just ahead. You're watching Daily Iowan TV. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Keaton Fuller. The presidential election is under a month away and early voting has begun. Donald Trump has slipped in the polls following his inappropriate comments of past treatment of women. On Wednesday, new reports surfaced from two women that say Trump inappropriately touched them without their consent. Trump has denied the allegations. And the Clinton campaign also saw its fair share of scrutiny on Wednesday after more of Clinton's advisors' emails were leaked by the whistleblower site WikiLeaks. The emails included attacks against Catholics, Latinos, and Southerners. The Clinton campaign has not responded to questions about if the emails are legitimate. We've seen firsthand how the presidential candidate's statements and actions can have an effect on public opinion. In particular, the rhetoric used by Donald Trump attacking radical Islamics has created a tainted image of the Muslim faith. Artists at the UI are trying to break the negative connotation with an exhibit featured in the Old Capitol Museum. The exhibit is titled "Have No Fear, Islamophobia in the 21st Century," and it showcases art from the Middle East demonstrating that not all Muslims are radical. Much of the art depicts how many Muslims are victims of terrorism and shouldn't be feared. The exhibit is free of charge. The spectacle that is the Voxman Music Building opened to a crowd of fans and music lovers eager to soak in the sound of music. Yet months after the doors opened, the most striking part of the building has remained closed off to the public. Tonight at 7:30, that will change as the UI Symphony and Concert Band will break in the 700-seat Voxman Concert Hall. The hall is a work of art that can only be described as immaculate. The structure, grand in size and design, will finally be the home for UI musicians that was missed following the floods of 2008. The concert is free and open to the public. Certainly exciting for the music students here at the UI and the concert goers who have waited so patiently. Well, last week I was hoping for the weather to cool down and I never meant for it to get this cold. Let's send it over to our weather expert, Noah Gowdy, who's standing by in our weather studio to give us an update. Noah, what are the temperatures looking like for the rest of the week?
Well, Keaton, those cold temperatures did worry some portions of Iowa last night as we experienced our first freeze warning of the year. With the freeze warning, we also have to remember this is Iowa and our weather loves to play games with us. The rest of this week looks like it is going to be heating back up so you can enjoy those last few days of warm temperatures. Now let's get to today's forecast. Currently this morning, we are feeling temperatures around 35 degrees, but it is going to warm up to 54 degrees this afternoon with clear skies. This evening, those temperatures are going to dip back down to around 46 degrees. Tomorrow morning, we are looking at temperatures around 42 degrees with clear skies. Now let's take a look at our 6-day forecast. Friday, we are going to see temperatures reaching a high of 68 degrees with bright and sunny skies. Saturday looks like it is going to rain on our parade with an 80% chance of thunderstorms throughout the afternoon with a high of 77 degrees. Sunday, we are looking at another possibility of rain with a 40% chance of thunderstorms throughout most of the day and a high of 79 degrees. As we move into next week, it might be time to break out your shorts again because we are seeing temperatures reaching back up into the lower 80s on Monday with sunny skies. Tuesday, those temperatures are going to stay about the same with a high of 78 degrees and partly cloudy skies. That's all for the weather today. Enjoy these last few days of warm temperatures, Iowa City. Keaton, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Noah. Definitely not the news I wanted to hear, but warmer temperatures might be in favor of Iowa farmers. The heavy amount of rain that has plagued the state this year has pushed back the harvesting season. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says Iowa farmers have harvested 19% of this year's corn. That's 3 days behind last year's and 7 days off from the average over the last 5 years. Wet soil and slippery conditions have caused the delay. The Lichtenberger Engineering Library has opened a creative learning space, a bunch of new technology products for students to explore. Reporter Daisy Lee took a look inside the creative space and brings you the latest.
The University of Iowa students are having great experiences in exploring virtual reality, 3D scanning and modeling, circuit building and designing at the Lichtenberger Engineering Library. The creative space was established last month, founded by UI alumni and aiming to help students develop experiments with concepts in engineering.
When you're working on doing a new design and doing a new build, and you want to show people to get people excited about the idea, putting them in this virtual reality allows them to actually see the item that you're wanting them to get behind and get into in the environment that it would be in.
Daniel found himself has strong passion in engineering study, and this creative space makes it easier for him to do experiments and personal projects.
I think a lot of the things in here can be beneficial towards personal projects and maybe personal development, towards ideas or things you want to go out and pursue.
He wishes the school will have more creative learning spaces around campus in the future.
I think it's very helpful for me as a student to have a lot of big computers and a lot of cool tools to play around with. So it's like a nice little space and it's pretty private.
This is the place where students can turn their ideas into reality. The advanced technological tools stimulate imagination and encourage brainstorms for new innovative designs. Reporting from Iowa City Lichtenberger Engineering Building, Daisy Lee, Daily Iowan TV.
Lately, it seems like female athletes have been dominating Hawkeye sports. For more, we'll send it over to Taylor Van Fleet and Aaron Erickson in the sports studio. Ladies, what can you tell us?
That's right, Keaton. The Lady Hawks are proving that women really do run the world.
That is so true, Aaron, especially this season.
The Iowa Hawkeye women's field hockey team has found plenty of success this year, and part of that is senior Natalie Caffone. After rebounding from an injury last season, Caffone has come back stronger and more excited than ever.
Senior leader Natalie Caffone is back to 100% for the Hawks this fall, and her excitement for being back with the team has brought success to this Hawkeye squad.
Being out last year, obviously difficult, but I still was able to learn a lot. I really don't feel like it was that big of a difference being on and off the field. I was still a part of the team. They always made me feel included. So just coming back, I was just really looking forward to being able to play with them again.
She's very determined this year, but she's a piece of work. She's a totally hysterical, very funny personality, a total competitor. So she cannot stand to lose in any situation, but she just really brings a lot of energy and excitement every day to her teammates, and especially just kind of helps loosen the mood a little bit.
Caffone's skill and positive attitude are beginning to resonate with teammates in a number of ways.
She's taught me a lot of movement and hustle, basically just getting in front of the ball when needed, passes on, and getting in good scoring positions. She encourages me to try different moves and really push tempo during games, and it's a positive reinforcement throughout the whole game.
Caffone garnered some well-deserved recognition this past week as she was named Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week.
With the team really performing this weekend, that's really what made that happen. Tons of people scoring tons of goals, which was really good confidence booster for us. So now we're just looking forward to next week and hopefully scoring, maybe not as many, but scoring lots of goals.
She's been important for 4 years, but she's obviously emerged as an offensive leader for the last 3 years for us, and this year she's leading our team in goals. We count on her game in and game out to produce for us, so very, very important.
Caffone's importance to the field hockey program goes beyond her own skill. Her voice and positivity impact the team to lead them to success. Reporting from Grant Field, this has been John Leo, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
All right, fans.
Caffone will look to continue to carry the Hawkeyes as they near the end of the season.
As the Iowa women's golf team is on to preparing for their next tournament, one freshman is starting to become one of the main leaders. Mary Kate Harrion has more from the Hawkeye Golf Complex.
The Iowa women's golf team is made up of almost all veterans. But only after 2 tournaments, one of the freshmen is making a big name for herself. Sophie Liu scored her personal best at the Golf Week Conference Challenge and also recorded the best round for her team. As just a freshman, she has proven to be a major key to the Hawkeyes and how they will do in the rest of their season.
I mean, we recruited her because obviously she was a very strong player and has done some great things as a junior player. But she just has a real air of confidence about her, and she's not afraid to talk about it. She helps the team a lot, just from a mental perspective and just what she's saying and how she's going about her business. And I think that's going to be very infectious and very, very good for our roster.
I mean, when you start off rough, it's definitely kind of a hard blow, but it makes you want to work harder and practice more, so that's definitely something that I did. And that's why coming into the last tournament where I played well, I felt I was much more prepared for it. It's definitely been a journey because I started, rough, and then I got better, so my confidence is definitely getting up there.
Now for Sophie and her team, they are focused on their upcoming tournaments and what improvements they can make, both physically and mentally.
We really realized, I think we got back from Colorado and we had a lot to work on. It was a rough week, and I think sometimes that can be really good when you kind of get kicked in the teeth and figure out, maybe we're not quite where we want to be.
The team is really getting it together for this tournament. We're really hammering down on some of the things we need to work on. And so I feel like we've also talked a lot about our goals, then that's going to really help us.
The Hawkeyes are now getting ready for the Greenville Regional Preview, taking place in North Carolina on October 17th and 18th. Reporting for Hawkeye Golf, this has been Mary-Kate Harrion, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
As Mary-Kate said, the Hawkeyes traveled to Greenville, North Carolina for their third tournament, and we will have updates on how the team did during next week's show.
Another freshman that is making a name for himself is swimmer Forrest White. White traveled all the way from California to swim for the Hawkeyes and is hoping to help take his team to a new level. Will Silverstein has more.
This year's Iowa men's swimming team looks to improve upon the previous season. Leading the charge in the 2016-2017 season is freshman phenom Forrest White. White is a true freshman hailing from Danville, California, and he hopes to push the Hawkeyes to their strongest season yet.
I look forward mostly to just achieving goals with my team and being able to reach the next level individually and once again as a team.
His sister Madison is currently a star athlete for the UCLA swimming team. Madison spoke about her brother and what he has meant to her.
He, was able to keep loving the sport and stick with it, and take it to colleges. I mean, college swimming is so much fun, and I've had so much fun here at UCLA, and so the fact that he gets to experience that is just awesome. I've told him, just enjoy it, because being a senior, everyone tells you, oh, it goes by so quickly, and this year probably I've realized oh my gosh, I'm actually a senior.
I knew I wanted to swim, watching her and just seeing her develop, and she is a huge role model to me with swimming, and I believe that my successes from the sport came from her pushing me and seeing all the cool and amazing things that she's done, and me wanting to be the same.
White says he is gelling well with his new teammates.
It's definitely been great. The team is great. The guys are great. The girls team is cool. So it's a great team atmosphere, and I definitely say I love it.
Reporting from the CRWC, this is Will Silverstein, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The men's swimming team is back in action at Minnesota on October 28th.
In other Hawkeye sports news, tight end George Kittle was named to the Mackey Award midseason watch list. The award goes to college football's most outstanding tight end.
This season, Kittle has 15 catches for 129 yards with 2 touchdowns and averaging a team's best of 16.6 yards per catch.
Tune in tomorrow for live pregame sportscast.
Keaton, back to you.
That concludes our Thursday program. Be sure to tune in tomorrow and every day at 8:30 a.m. for all the latest news. Also, check out today's Daily Iowan paper for more local news and sports coverage. For Daily Iowan TV, I'm Keaton Fuller. Thanks for watching and have a great day.